Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 6th and final episode of Yuuki Yuuna wa Yuusha de Aru Washio Sumi no Shou. And the last episode, it was very difficult to watch. Just a very sad episode with the whole aftermath of Gin's death. We had a full-on funeral with an open casket, no less. So the emotions were definitely high in that scene. Definitely got to me. The second half of the episode was more, lighthearted with the whole festival thing, kind of getting everyone's mind off of it, try to bring a little bit, cheeriness back. Because, they really needed that. And yeah, apparently, it seems like they're finally going to introduce the whole Mankai system, the Mankai/fairy thing. Which, when I first started watching this, I was confused why that wasn't already a thing, but as I watched it, I kind of realized it just wasn't a thing yet. And eventually, yeah, I figured this would be the catalyst for that being established. And yeah, as far as this next episode goes, I don't think I've ever not wanted to watch an episode of one of my favorite shows before, just because I know, I know the end result of what's going to happen to Nogi because I've seen the first season of the anime. And since we only have one episode left, obviously all that damage to herself has to be done in this one single episode. Who knows how many times she went Mankai to get that way. And this is going to be another hard one to watch, I just know it. Yeah. I think that's all there really is to say on this, so let's just get into it. As usual, there'll be no audio footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There is a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below me to help you follow along. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. All those blanks. But yeah, they are going to introduce the Mankai system in this episode, I take it, so I'm curious how they're going to explain that to the girls. I doubt they're going to tell them the whole story. They definitely didn't in the first season. Telling a student to hand in their smartphone. Yeah. Some people have more aptitude for it than others. Yeah, those those lucky select people. I do really like those robes. Yeah, they got their fairies, and that's the fairy from the first season, the egg. That almost looks like a certain Digimon. And they get a new one every time they go Mankai, I think. I just thought the contrast was kind of funny, the whole old school ritual feel of that whole scene, and then they just hand them the high-tech smartphones. It's the last episode, so, kind of a special occasion. Wow. Eat it all. Have we actually seen Togo's parents much in this prequel? Not that it's a competition or anything. I'm just so nervous watching this episode. I know things are just gonna go bad. She really, really is. I mean, so is Nogi. That's not good, whatever that is. Wow. Aw, they're actually apologetic about that. Yeah, probably a good idea. Why must you do this to me, Shou? I mean, one of them loses their memory, the other loses everything else. Halloween was like a week or two ago. Go from being a hero to a wizard. Of course you did. He's in the Halloween spirits. Yeah, they can be troublemakers, especially Yuki's. I know, right? It's like magic. It always comes back down to the alpha waves. Yeah, Nogi. Nothing bad's even happened yet. This episode's already kind of making me sad. So at least they told the parents about what this really means. Which was kind of clear because the way Toga's parents were acting a little odd. That they knew. Mine now. That smug look. It's not as if they are. Yeah. Those smiles. Ignorance is bliss, after all. Yeah, you really need to. Man. Yeah, I do remember the one scene in the first season where they brought up that when Togo and Yuki visited Nogi. Yuuki Yuuna is a hero, but she's not in this series. Hey, it could be worse. I do like that shot. That's really cool. It's a very Togo name as well. It's like swimming. Yeah, the fairies come in handy. The squids use an ink attack. Good thing that fairies can protect against a large variety of attacks. Definitely comes in handy, though. They really just go Mankai that quickly? I mean, the subs translated it oddly, but whatever. I've already been told the subs for this Amazon subs are not very good, but, you know. But yeah, they definitely look cool in their Mankai forms, but when you know the drawback to it, it's kind of hard to be happy about it. You sound so concerned about it. I love you, Nogi. Yeah. Oh, she lost her sight, at least in one eye. The first season took them longer to notice, didn't they? Yeah, that's definitely not good. I guess it makes sense that they were able to go Mankai more quickly than the girls in the first season because they had more time to build up their power bar, or whatever it was called. I know that Taisha have their own way of justifying it, but I really wish they would tell them about the consequences of Mankai before sending them out to battle with it. Ultimately, it probably wouldn't make that much of a difference, but still. Yeah, the bridge. And she's just gonna keep going Mankai over and over again. I mean, she's not wrong, but still. Yeah. She's not gonna let what happened again happen again. Though the whole point of the Mankai system was for that to not happen again. And that's why Nogi ended up so much worse than Togo after this fight. She's gonna... Yeah, she's gonna pass through the barrier. So I guess Nogi was the first one to ever discover the truth. Yeah, of course, the vertex will just keep reforming. Yeah, her memory. Man, to have your memory lost while still there, that's gotta be the worst. He just had to start with his music, didn't it? She's not wrong, but... this entire situation is so messed up. Yeah, heroes can never die. But death is not the worst thing that can happen to a person, unfortunately. That was probably the last time she ever saw Nogi. You know, not including the first season. And there's a bridge we know from the first season. Yeah, she goes from being Washio to Togo. Even though I've always been calling her Togo the whole time, but just because I'm what I'm used to. And I think this is where she meets Yuna. There she is. I don't know why that cheered me up so much, just hearing her voice. Of course, Togo had no idea how close they would become. And it really ends there, too. Were they gonna have nobody in the ending? I guess it makes sense. None of them are there at the school anymore. And I think on the chalkboard it said, like, congratulations on graduating. I think. It wasn't translated or anything. I'm just kind of guessing that from my limited Japanese knowledge. Because definitely had on Medito, which is congratulations. I just kind of assumed the rest. It's so much sadder when there's nobody in it. I'm sure that's the point, but... wonder if there'll be at least something afterwards. Probably not. Blink is probably a sacrifice there. Togo-san. Man, that last line there, that almost got me. But yeah, Nogi was definitely hurt more by the Mankai system than Togo was. But yeah, that was the last episode of Washio Sumi no Shou. And it ended pretty much kind of how I thought it would, with, her going to the Togo family, moving, meeting Yuuki Yuuna, which is obviously, how the first season begins. My grammar's just... Anyway. So yeah. Like I figured, they pretty much used all those Mankais in one single fight. And Nogi actually passed through the barrier and discovered the truth. So, I actually don't remember in the first season if it was Nogi who told Togo about the truth. I think it was. I'm not sure though, because Togo and Yuna met Nogi together, but maybe Togo met her again later, I don't know. But yeah, the ribbon, obviously, because in the first season when they met Nogi commented on the ribbon, I think, which, and that's obviously where she got it here. But it was really horrible how Togo lost her memory while in that, I don't know what you'd call that, like, I'll just call it a parallel world. But yeah, so she definitely must have been scared there, not knowing what was going on, having no use of her legs. And Nogi pretty much went on everyone against the vertexes there at the end there. I don't think we really saw the whole fight there, but we know what the end result was. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything more to say. I feel so bad for Nogi. The entire situation is just messed up. And of course, the Tai should never tell them about the sacrifices they're going to be making in these fights. They tell the parents, which I guess is something, but not really enough. But yeah, this is the end to the prequel, but there's supposed to be like a 6-episode sequel, like a sequel to the first season. I believe it's called Yuusha no Shou. So yeah, so the prequel's over, but we are going to be getting more Yuuki Yuuna soon enough. So anyway, this prequel was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot. There's definitely not a single episode that I thought was meh. So I think I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the anime. What you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.